the green flag waves. On the break, it was Cupcake Rick Corso charging around the early lead. Out of turn 2 on the super stretch for the first lap. Kasurk fades back. Here comes Wallace to the outside. Corso going to lead after lap number 1. Kasurk still doing battle with Wallace. He can't either one of them make an advantage, but out of turn 2, Wallace edges forward as Donovan Morgan fades from the field. Oh, trade in paint for that number 2 position between Kasurk and Wallace. Couple of heavyweights in the super late model division doing battle right now for second spot. Wallace takes over second from Kasurk. Right now, Donovan Morgan in the 99 car, currently running 6th on a wheel, fighting an ill-handling race car. Laps winding down. CC Rick Corso still out front. Wallace going to try and reel him in as he is clicking off qualifying laps, but now Kasurk moves in once again to challenge on the super stretch. Surrender flag comes out to the field. Here they come, checkered out. It is Corso, Wallace, Kasurk, Hick. Over here with dog food, cat food, a variety of things. And bunny food too, that's right, I forgot about that. As the green flag waves. Mike Simon Jr. early to the throttle in the Trimco Chevrolet. He's going to head him around as they look at the first time at the super stretch. It's going to be Simon Jr. out front early, but now here comes Paul Lopnow trying to separate himself from the field. Remember, your fastest qualifier in this group started at the rear. It's still Mike Simon Jr. out front, but now Mike Simon Sr. having thoughts about going by the 28 of Paul Lopnow out of Burlington, Wisconsin. Lopnow able to hold him off. But here comes Simon Sr. on the bottom, working it on that Chevrolet. We will bring you an updated points tally for the Nobel Challenge races following the heat race events. As it's still Mike Simon Jr., Sr., and then Lopnow. Looks like the 3-car of Duncan experiencing a mechanical problem as he's fading back from the field slightly. And here comes your big battle for the top spot. Simon, a la Simon, side by side. Mike Simon Sr. all across out. Look out! As the yellow flag does come out for the spun machine of Chuck Duncan out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And the green flag waves. Little puff of smoke out of the number 56 car as a 45 gives them the added horsepower. Comes out of the throttle, let him get straightened back up and really loses a position or two. And here it goes. It's Simon and Simon up front again. It's the Simon and Simon show up front. The 48 of Mike Simon Sr. looking to take over the lead from the kid, Mike Simon Jr. Simon Sr. picks it up. Meekum now up in the 3rd spot, driving Messenger back to 4th. 2nd spot goes to Meekum now as he puts Simon Jr. back 1. 2 laps to go, 2 to go. Meekum making a great charge here as the laps are winding down. Mike Simon Sr., big tear down the super stretch, but here comes Meekum. Meekum washes up the track. It's gonna be Mike Simon, Meekum, Simon, Messenger, Monroe, Mack, Duncan, Menelashino, and Lopnow. For that last lap, it's gonna be Meekum. And the green flag waves. And out of turn 4, Vincent Mary in the con for Chevrolet, trying to knock Mark Hartline out of the top spot. It's Hartline, an easy tan Chevrolet Silverado, giving battle to the 55 of Vincent Mary. Schneider went 6th, 3rd, 4th goes to Collins. Hot and heavy up front with Hartline trying to work the high side of the surface. Putting a hammer down in that Silverado, the easy tan Silverado. It's still Vincent Mary and Hartline doing battle side by side as now Collins has joined the fray up front. Collins trying to work the outside groove on Schneider, and as now Hartline gets a bit in his teeth. Halfway that last time by, halfway. This time by, it's going to be starting lap number 6. Side by side, and Hartline out of shape, gives the lead over to Mary, but so slim of a margin. Vincent Mary been fighting the ignition or fuel problem the last few weeks. It looks like he may have gotten that cured as he jumps back on the throttle out of turn 4. Looking like a pace lap out there. Two laps to go, 2 to go. Very tight and tough. This one's going to be a scorer's nightmare as they are stacked up solid down the super stretch as the white flag is going to come out this time by. Vincent Mary got a fender on the lead right now, but here comes Hartline again trying to make the move in the truck. And who's it going to be on turn 4? The race for first place is going to go to Mary. Hartline. Schneider went. Green flag out from Trace Bradford. Side by side with Cowan and Preste. Preste trying to hold that bottom groove. Cowan takes over the top spot in the Burlington Farmers Supply. Budweiser Pontiac as he throws the hammer down to the mat. Preste giving chase, as is Eddie May, Wayne Freeman, and Terry Patnode. Preste still holding on that bottom groove, trying to hold on. It's Preste now taking advantage on turn 2, but Cowan is holding on tough up front. It's going to be Cowan now taking the advantage over Press A. They're going at it hammer and tong. The Burlington Farmer Supply Pontiac is trying to head her out, but he's having a dandy battle up front with Press A. Seesaw back and forth as the laps are winding down. 7 complete. Kevin, can you please report to the tower? Kevin Dawson to the tower, please. Cowan heads around. May slips in a third. Thunderstorm into fourth. Fifth is going to be Wayne Freeman as we have 2 laps to go. 2 to go. Flag is out. And it looks like it's going to be the Farmer, but Press A makes a last lap charge. It's going to be the Farmer, Jerry Cowan. Press A, May. Please go back up into the grandstand area, second or third row or higher. Thank you. Green flag, we're racing. Down the back straightaway, Budweiser Super Late Models in semi-feature racing action for 14 laps. It is Mike Simon leading them around over Paul Lupnow. Jeff Way, no way, Jeff Way right there. Former Legends champion. Number 11, Danny Meekum's been in the feature most every week since about 6 weeks or so, but now he is in the semi-feature, and only 2 from each semi-feature because there's 2 semis tonight, so whoever finishes first and second will be the cars that will be able to move into the feature action. And right now it's Mike Simon, Senior Simon out front with 28 Paul Lupnow and 68 Jeff Way right there. Okay, Jeff Way did the slick move right there, but you saw what happened. You got to get past the car. You got to clear the car. Here they come. Simon goes wide. And Meekum goes into the inside, and luckily Hartline let him get there because he could have sent him into Never Never Land. Shell out front. Meekum trying to move up. Only 2 from this event go to the feature race. 2 cars go to the feature race. 48. Mike Simon trying to hang on to that second position, but here comes Danny Meekum on the inside. Meekum, a rookie driver who's done real well. Jeff Way, of course. And 14, Schill leads them around. 40, let's make that 11. Danny Meekum in that second position. 48, Mike Simon. 28, Paul Lupnow. Halfway through. But here we come, and watch that. Watch that Jeff Way. He's going to try anything to make another lane there. Jeff is very determined to either move up or at least get rid of the car in front of him.
Meekum has already moved up and could be challenging Al Schill, the leader, but both these cars are already guaranteed a spot in the feature race if they finish this way. Speaking of Way, there's Jeff Way right now taking over that 4th position as him and Paul Lupnow trade positions, as also trading a lane. 48 Simon. Oh. Jeff Way now moving up another position, moved into 3rd. With 48 Simon in that 4th position, but up front, Al Schill and Danny Meekum will lead him around. 28 Paul Lupnow, 8 Ron Stair. Ron Stair in the car number 8. 30 is Mark Hartline and Jeff Melanchino in 36. White flag out to Schill and Meekum. And they will be going to the feature race if they are able to continue and go past the start-finish line. And they're doing it with Schill, your winner, waving to the fans. Danny Meekum also waving. As it coming around Duncan and Monroe. And we're racing. With Duncan leading them around. Down the back straightaway, 3 and 3. Monroe now takes the early lead. With 15, Ed Schneider went in that 3rd position. First night we've seen him here, a regular Columbus 151 racer. Duncan and Monroe. Really tight, really close. With 15, Schneider went waiting for an opportunity to move in and go by. Here comes Hiffman. Hiffman, Vincent Mary, Duncan, and all these cars have been in the feature except for Schneider went. And Messenger. Messenger in his first night here along with the 15 car. All the rest have been in the feature this year, and the times so close, so tight. And look at this. Watch them. They are glued together. With car number 3, Mike Monroe, trying to win this event. A second-generation driver. Father Kenny Monroe in the C3 car, driver of the Supers of the 70s and the modified days here. Vincent Mary on the inside trying to move past Collins. 45 Messenger in his first night here looks very good. Also Schneider went, who's now in that 4th position. Duncan trying to work on him with halfway through, 6 laps in. Working on lap number 7 right now if you look at the Budweiser Pepsi-Cola scoreboard. I don't know, but this is going to be a good one. I have no idea who's going to be able to win this one because these cars are close. These cars are equal. Denny Hiffman on the outside just waiting for that opportunity to move in and move by. The 2 of them will go to the feature, and only 2 of them. Wow. Are you cheering, Barb? Are you cheering? And there they go, down the back straightaway with Monroe out front. Hiffman and Duncan in that 2nd position. Now Hiffman moved into a clear 2nd place. Here comes Messenger. Lyle Messenger, a former hobby stock champion or a runner here. Monroe and Hiffman. 1 and 2. White flag out, 1 more time to go. With Monroe and Hiffman, 1 and 2. 45 Messenger. And let's see what happens. Here they come. It's going to be Monroe, Hickman, Messenger.
Pontiac sitting inside second row. Hot pick for tonight was the 43 of Matt Kasurik. You can check out those hot picks each and every week on racingonline.com. Go to the forum section. Look for LGR, and you can pull up all that information. Racing Online, go to the forum. And Dave looks them over. They're on it. Most dangerous lap in racing as they funnel down into turn one. Preste looks to take the advantage out of turn two on a super stretch. Cowan soft lanes goes up high already. Trying to get by Porras. Leader after one's going to be Preste. Preste digging hard in that outside groove. Now here comes Pat. Now going to chase him down. Burkhoff nearly makes contact with a 61 of Freeman, but no harm, no foul. Preste digging along out front, trying to stretch that gap back to Pat. No, Porras and Cowan. Midfield's on the wheel already is Jamie Wallace. Wallace was the hot pick tonight, as Wallace has been plagued by trouble through much of the season, looking for a feature win here tonight. Thunderstorm looking for a way forward in the number 25 Waterford Oil Chevrolet. As he's finding the going difficult as he is wedged in behind the number 44 of Freeman. Preste using the Ty James line way up high in the gray. Solid on the wheel, but he moves back down that center groove. Oh, Donovan bouncing off the 3 car of Monroe. Porras now picks up second spot from Patno. May trying to fall through the money man, Eddie May. As Freeman's got a big head of steam as well, that bottom groove. Oh, Porras slides way up the hill. It's still going to be a Preste, and he's extending that advantage, but now May goes to work on the back door of the 36 on Scotty Porras. Porras going to try and hold him off. Oh, made contact. Porras going to try and hold off Eddie May, but he's finally going difficult. As this time by, we're going to have 10 laps complete, 10 complete of 50. It's still Preste, May, and Porras. As the faster cars are now trying to dig their way out of the hole they put themselves in by qualifying. Fisher off the throttle on turn 2. He nearly gets creamed by the 63 of Hicks. Kasurik moving his way through the field very nicely. Now he's running with Kent Burkhoff out of Pell Lake, Wisconsin. It's still Corso and the 87 of Wallace go around. And the 87 of Wallace moves through the pit area and he's sent immediately out. All cars back on the track surface. All cars on the lead lap is now Eddie May goes to the bottom on Fran Preste. Preste's car takes a couple laps to get the tires up the temp and come in. May making a big charge as he knows this may be the only chance he has. Bad break. Jamie Wallace. And they're on it. Preste stacked the field just a little bit as Eddie May came up on him kind of quick. But Preste streaks back out front. And now here comes the farmer, Jerry Cowan. The flying farmer up the third spot over Ports, but Ports winds the rubber band up. Down the super stretch in the brass ball Mobile Chevrolet. Oh, Donovan Morgan all out of shape. Sliding sideways all the way down the front stretch. Great job. The only car he made contact was with the 43. But no harm, no foul for Kasurik. Ports again takes over at third. And word is that the car on the move right now is the number 3 of Mike Monroe out of Pell Lake. That car does not seem to qualify very well, but it does race awesome. Meekum as well was a provisional starter. Currently, Meekum and Monroe sit 11th and 12th in the field, but they are making inroads on the 43 of Kasurik as Meekum makes the big move to the outside. Here comes May. Oh, and Rogers all out of shape. Whoa, and now Fisher saw the wheel up in the gray. It was 20 laps in that time by. Now all your leaders are clustered at the back of the field right now. So we can see a big shake-up in the points here for the No Bull Shootout. You really got to keep an eye on that number 11 of Danny Meekum and the 3 of Mike Monroe. As they start shotgun on the field, have now moved up quite a ways. Meekum now battling for the ninth spot. This race is now developed into 3 very distinct battles. Up front, you got the top 2 of Preste and May. The next battle between the 36 of Ports and the Burlington Farmer Supply Pontiac of Cowan. And then the balance of the field. Rogers is slowing in the number 14 Lake City Rental. Sounds like he has a fender rubbing on the tire halfway that time by. As it's now Terry Patno taking over 5th from Freeman. But oh my, now into 7th is going to be the 11 of Danny Meekum. Looking for that extra 50 bucks from Union Sign. Meekum moving all the way up to 7th. Remember, I believe he started nearly shotgun on the field. As Preste continues to drive away from Eddie May. But now here comes Freeman on Patno. The 61 of Jerry Freeman working for that 5th spot over Terry Patno, as well as the 99 of Donovan Morgan. Morgan drops down to the bottom. Morgan on the charge out of the dog leg. Morgan trying to pick up 6th spot from Patno. He knocks Patno off 1 position. And now that battle for third spot has gotten interesting between Poritz and Cowan. And the 44 Wayne Freeman starting to roll backwards through the field in the Happy Birthday Dad Dodge. Cowan still working over Poritz. Wallace is also moving his way through the field. Remember, Wallace pitted right on lap number 13, but at marker number 32, he has moved steadily forward to put himself in about the 10th position. Field starting to settle down just a little bit, but you got to keep it on that number 99 as Donovan Morgan drives in hard and drifts up the hill. Saw it on the wheel out of turn 4. Maine making another race up front. He goes down to the bottom on Preste, having a peek. Preste trying to keep the big Mo up in the 0-5. Now he's out of fender on as they race on the super stretch. Oh, it looks like Joe Fisher's not out of juice. Let's see if he can head up into the pit area with that machine. And he does so. He attains the pit area without a problem. May is making repeated stabs down the bottom on Preste, but Preste begin to heat the rotors up, as is May. May going to charge back down the bottom. These are two former track champions battling for this win, as the laps are winding down very quickly here at Lake Geneva Raceway. Again, May begins another charge. Preste out of shape, allowing May to move right down the route out of turn 2 on this super stretch, side by side, but Preste with the advantage. Again, May gets up alongside, but it might be a little short on horsepower. Corso and Rogers, your point leaders tonight. Oh, and Rogers out of shape. It's still going to be Preste out front. Oh, they nearly made contact at this start-finish line. Oh, and Rogers goes over the pit area. Bad break for him. But May and Preste side by side down the super stretch. Bumping and banging, wiggling and wobbling. It's still going to be. No, it goes on to May. Preste battles back on the outside, though he is really lighting those brakes up, as Jerry Freeman has now caught the battle for third. That time it's Preste. It is now going to be a 5-lap dash for cash between May and Preste. And oh, they make contact again that time by it's May. 5 laps to go. Who's it going to be? Preste again edges slightly ahead of Eddie May. May had the charge down into 3, though he winds it back up out of 4. Preste this time by. Preste looking for a feature win for this year and last season. No markers in his book, but he's looking to put it in as a big 50-lapper. A lot of experience in a whole lot of those two cars as they're dicing it out in the waning laps. But Preste again with the advantage. May have used up his tires in the number 2 machine. 2 laps to go, 2 to go. May again trying to get another run out of turn 2. He diamonds off the corner. Flags out. Preste's got by a half car length. And here comes May, side by side, down in the turn 3 the final time. Who's it gonna be? As May edges forward, it's gonna be Addie May. Preste, Porridge, Cowan, and Freeman, your top 5. Napa Auto Parts professional window cleaning machine, getting congratulations from Ron Modrich from Ron's General Tire and Service, which is right there on the roof. I was getting to it. I was working on it, Ron. Eddie, what do you think? You ready to climb out of that machine? Big round of applause to Eddie May. Eddie, I gotta be 100% honest with you. I'm watching you guys coming to 3 and I'm thinking, this is all about Fran Preste. And you put the charge on you two side by side. Tell me all about it.
Well, my dad just kept yelling in my ear, let the thing roll through the center of the turn, and this car really does that. And those last 2 laps, I'd say it this way, I got off the brake and I let it roll, and it rolled right on down through the center. And Fran, we had a great race out there. He had his tight car, I had a loose car, and he gained on me off the turn, and I could roll in and through in the center. And with about 10 to go, I thought, well, I started inching up on him, just running weight down on the bottom on the rumble strips like. And I said, well, if we get second, we get second. We, if we get a chance. And there's 2 laps to go, I just tried a little harder, and it stuck a little better. And it was just a great race. And a couple weeks ago, Fran and I had one like that. And, I'm just as happy to finish second as first. It's better to finish first, but I'm just happy with the great racing out there. That's why I'm out there.
Yeah, it was fantastic. Unfortunately, now what we're going to do is we're going to be checking, because the leaders for the No Bowl Challenge race, most of them finished towards the back of the field. Rogers, Corso, Wallace, they all had problems early on. I know you were involved in there somewhere in the points battle. I know you missed the first one, but you should have moved up significantly. Now, what do you do in a situation when you run with Fran Preste in a situation like that? Do you just close your eyes and barrel in there?
No, not really. I mean, Fran and I have raced 20 years, so I know I can trust him, and he knows he can trust me. I think the whole time we were out there, we made one little bump coming off of 4 here, and I'm not sure if we just wanted the same piece of real estate. I didn't feel like I pushed, but, with about 5 to go, we start inching a little closer together, and no way was I going to take him out, or I didn't think he'd take me out. So
we're going to take your photo now, too.
Okay.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen.
I won the 3rd segment last year, too.
Maybe it's the lucky number 3, huh?
Maybe it is. I don't know.
For the number 2 car. Ladies and gentlemen, one more big round of applause to the money man, Eddie May. He's got by a half car length. And here comes May, side by side, down in the turn 3 the final time. Who's it gonna be? As May edges forward, it's gonna be Eddie May.